Hey guys, Sock here from Socky Tech, and in today's video what we're going to do is we are going to be comparing the iPhone 11 Pro Max to the iPhone XS Max from last year. And of course the main question that a lot of people are having is, if I own the iPhone XS Max, do I upgrade to the iPhone 11 Pro Max? And I do want to quickly let you know that this one right over here is in fact a non-working dummy unit, and we will use this to make the comparison, and we're going to be using all the known features that we have on both of these smartphones that were announced today. Now real quick, let's talk about the screen. The screen size on both of these smartphones is going to be identical. It's going to be a 6.5-inch screen on both of these models. And I will come back to the screen in a second, but quickly let me talk about the camera since we're looking at them. So basically what we have is we have triple rear cameras on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and we only have dual cameras on the iPhone XS Max. So that is going to be a major upgrade for people that do want that third camera that's going to give you super wide angle shots. So we have a standard wide and a telephoto camera, and then we have a super wide camera and a flash. On this one we have a standard wide 12 megapixels camera, and of course we have a regular telephoto camera, and then we have the flash in the rear. So we do have one extra camera on the iPhone 11 Pro Max, and of course we're going to have some enhancements to the overall picture quality and features as well. So we will talk about towards the end of the video if that is actually worth upgrading from, but for now let's move on and talk about the screen. Let's go back to the screen really quickly. So I'll let you know real quick that the screen size on both of these smartphones is identical. Okay, so 6.5 inches. As far as the screen quality is concerned, you are going to get some enhancements on the iPhone 11 Pro Max. So the screen is going to be 10 to 15% better than what you get on the iPhone XS Max, which also happens to be a class-leading screen as far as quality is concerned. But as far as the notch is concerned, both phones are going to have the exact same notch with the exact same size, and it's going to house the Face ID. Now there is one difference on the front camera. So this one actually is going to be a 12 megapixel camera. This is going to be a 7 megapixel camera. So you're going to get better selfies on this one. And also you are going to be able to record 4K at 60 frames per second using the front camera. On this one, the limit is 1080p at 60 frames per second. So that is another upgrade on the camera. You have upgrades on the rear and the front. The next big upgrade, of course, is going to be the processor. So on this one, we have the A12 Bionic chip, which is quite a powerful chip. But over here, we have the A13 Bionic chip that is going to be an upgrade over this one as far as performance and total speed is concerned. But I will let you know right now, I wouldn't even worry about the performance boost too much, because the iPhone XS Max, as it stands, is a phenomenally powerful device. The A12 Bionic runs all the latest games that I tested on the iPhone XS Max at maximum frame rate, no stutters, no lags. The phone is smooth as butter. So even though you're getting a better processor here, the average user is not going to notice that much of a difference. Now, if you're a professional and you're diving into editing movies and maybe editing high-grade photos, you might notice some difference. But for the average consumer, which most people are, you're not going to see a big difference between the performance. So the processor itself should not be a big decision in upgrading. You would have to look at the total package overall, which we will talk about towards the end of this video. Now there is one upgrade that some people might care. So if I go to the settings over here, and if I scroll down, and if I go into the battery, now this phone has an amazing battery life. There's no question about that. However, this one here actually has seen an upgrade. So basically, according to Apple, the iPhone 11 Pro Max is going to have 5-hour longer battery life than the iPhone XS Max. So that is a massive upgrade, 5 extra hours of battery. If you ever had a problem with the battery capacity of this smartphone right over here, now you know that you can get 5 more hours on this one, and that might be another reason to think about an upgrade. Again, we'll talk about that towards the end of the video. And then of course, one more thing that has increased on the iPhone 11 Pro Max is the IP68 grade water resistance rating now has been improved. Now this one can stay in water for 30 minutes up to 2 meters deep. Now this can actually go 4 meters deep for 30 minutes. So there has been an enhancement there as well, all right? Now when it comes to overall design, everything is the same like I said. Now you're gonna see a different color on the back of these devices. On this one, you're gonna get matte finishes. These are more glassy and reflective. I do prefer the matte finishes on the new iPhones. But other than that, we do have stainless steel finish on both phones around the edges. And of course, we have the notch display. So overall, they look exactly alike, other than the fact that you have a cluster of 4 cameras in the rear and a cluster of 2 cameras on the rear over here. Beyond that, it's hard to tell the difference between these two smartphones. Now, neither phone has a 3.5mm headphone jack. Both phones have wireless charging. Both phones have fast wired charging. But if you buy the iPhone 11 Pro Max in the box, you get an 18-watt charger. With this one in the box, you get a 5-watt charger that is very slow to charge the phone. So the 18-watt charger is certainly welcome that it is included with the package when you buy this. And I will let you know that both phones are going to have stereo speakers and they're going to sound absolutely fantastic. Now this phone was supposed to have wider stereo playback. Now this one actually improves on that. Instead of giving you wider stereo playback, you get spatial audio playback, and also it supports Dolby Atmos. So even though the stereo speakers are going to be great on this one, you are going to see an improvement when you buy this one. Nothing super fancy, but you're going to see a 10 to 15% improvement without a question. So that's basically it. That's an overall package we're looking at. We have a faster processor. We have more cameras in the rear. We do have an improved camera on the front. We have faster Face ID, but just as secure as the one on this one. And of course, we have that longer battery life. And those couple things are the things to consider when you're trying to make a decision on whether or not you want to upgrade from the XS Max to the 11 Pro Max. And in my opinion, I'll let you know right now, as a total package, the iPhone XS Max for any iPhone lover is a perfect smartphone right now. So in my opinion, there is no need to upgrade. If I was an everyday consumer, I would be fully satisfied with the performance, the camera, the design, and the display quality of this smartphone. And I would only upgrade to this one if I just have to have the latest and greatest on the market. Yes, you will get some upgrades, but those upgrades are nothing revolutionary. They're just minor upgrades over the iPhone XS Max, which itself still, for an average iPhone lover, is a great smartphone. But if you want the latest and greatest, and if you've got the money, you just go with the iPhone 11 Pro Max and just benefit from all the latest features. But I want you guys to be super crystal clear that the iPhone XS Max itself is still an amazing smartphone for the average iPhone consumer. Now drop your comments down below and let me know what you're thinking. If you do want to upgrade, what is prompting you to upgrade from this one to this one? And if you're not upgrading, if you're just going to keep your XS Max, let me know why in the comments down below. Give me some details. Let's see what you guys are thinking. Anyway, for now, guys, have a fantastic day. And of course, if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below.